It's just after Christmas 2010 and Lidија Dumbalowska arrives at her partner's Canberra home. The couple is well known on the diplomatic circuit. He, the Macedonian ambassador in Australia, Pero Stoyanovski. She, often by his side at official events.
We used to go in functions together, some organised by the Macedonian community, and even political functions.
Their history was long. Almost 20 years earlier, they'd studied together in Macedonia. She'd moved to Australia and carved out a successful career as an engineer and had a daughter, by this time 12 years old. The relationship rekindled when he was sent here as a diplomat.
It was actually a perfect man. He seemed like a perfect man.
But that day in late 2010, the perfect romance crumbled. Lidија Dumbalowska let herself in with her own key. Her partner, Pero Stoyanovski, wasn't home and wasn't answering his phone.
I sat down, I turned on the computer. I used that computer a number of times before that. And I opened the Internet Explorer. So suddenly the web page, the message was, "This page cannot be displayed." So I thought to myself, I'll refresh the web page. I don't know what letter I typed in the search bar. Just the whole drop-down menu came in front of me, and it was shocking, the stuff that I saw on that laptop.
As the Supreme Court would later hear, the laptop's search history included pornography of a perverse nature. A separate discovery also caught Lidија Dumbalowska off guard.
I opened my documents folder, and what shocked me was he had probably 40, 50 photos of my daughter, and there was only one of me, him, and my daughter, so there was no photos of me.
To this day, it doesn't make sense to her or her lawyer.
I think alarmed Lidија incredibly when she saw it, even though the photographs themselves didn't sort of depict her in any unseemly way. I would have thought it's highly unusual.
Shocked and confused, Ms. Dumbalowska says she grabbed the laptop and left. Soon the ambassador was on the phone.
The first thing that he said to me, "Don't look into anything anymore."
4 days later, the federal police came knocking at Lidија Dumbalowska's door. She assumed they were investigating the ambassador. Instead, she was charged with burglary, theft and blackmail.
When the police came, I thought I was actually doing the right thing. I said, I'll explain everything to you. Just take the computer, this is what I need. I want you to take it, I don't need it. All I wanted to do was find the truth.
The federal police probably should have done a bit more to make sure that this man's claims had some legitimacy.
Pero Stoyanovski is a former minister in the Macedonian government. He was first appointed to Canberra in 2009. His court battle with Lidија Dumbalowska would make big news back at home. The investigation uncovered a bizarre request from a meeting 2 years ago. At the Macedonian embassy, Pero Stoyanovski pulled 3 people aside for a quiet conversation. All 3 were stunned by what he told them. Canberra businessman John Nikolovsky was there.
He was terminally ill with prostate cancer, and he also had a tear in his eye. Myself, I lost someone dearly, my father, to prostate cancer. One of the other people lost a wife to cancer. So really, he played on our emotions and requested $20,000.
This witness says the ambassador wanted the money to go to France 2 days later for surgery.
We used the embassy's computers, we did bank transfers, gave him the money. Apparently it was urgent because he was leaving Canberra in 2 days, and he needed the money urgently for this prostate cancer operation in France. Now that's what he told us.
This is the document signed by Mr. Stoyanovski at that meeting. It refers to his life-threatening condition and the loan given to him by one of those present. All 3 lenders have provided statements stating the event took place.
About 3 to 4 weeks later, he came back to Canberra and told us it all went well, and everything was a success.
But the lenders had become suspicious. They'd been told that the ambassador was spotted not in France, but at a Macedonian resort.
And that's when, you know, alarm bells started ringing, and we thought, well, this isn't right.
It later turned out he didn't have cancer at all.